All right. I think we're live.
All right. It's Friday. You know what that means.
What does that mean?
It means it's time for the Friday Fix.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why we do these on Fridays because I feel like I'm always not prepared or frazzled or it's the end of the week and I just want it to be Saturday already.
It's cathartic.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a nice preparation for the weekend and to give time for people to think about, any pearls of wisdom that we drop so that on Monday it can be implemented, right?
I guess, yeah.
You don't want to lose stuff during the week.
That's true. That's true. So welcome. My name is Elizabeth, and I am the owner of Absolute Marketing. We help you create all of your marketing for 1 year in 5 days.
My name is Joseph. I made a combination of writing, coaching, and editing so that I can help authors go from concept to completion on their book and have it completed in 90 days.
So we are here because we wanted to be helpful to you and do something consistently because, lives get crazy and we get busy. We even have some travel coming up and we're still going to do this when we travel. So you'll have to stay tuned, see where we go, see what we're going to be doing.
Hopefully
it's a secret.
Cool, so we can have a nice background for you.
Can't tell anybody where we're going. It's a secret. You won't know until we're there. So anyway, that's not today, but we do have some exciting news. We did talk about the office last week, I believe.
Yes, we did.
And we have made some progress. I will show you. I'll show you the mess.
Why?
Because.
No.
Yeah, look. It's progressing. It's progressing. So now Joseph has his own office and I have my own office. And we will have a guest room as well. So, yes, we're working on it. It's work in progress.
There you go.
And what else? We are going to talk today about... Did you have your topic prepared?
I don't think so. No, I'm terrible and evil and wrong, just like all boys, men,
I wanted to share some of what I was talking about in the mastermind. And I wanted to pull up my notes for it. So, because I didn't do that yet. Because we actually just got off of a call with a collaborator, which was really exciting.
It's fun.
And so we might be doing some work with her. And she does international bestseller stuff. And she has a bunch of other clients and things like that. So it was really interesting.
Yeah, she's good. You'll probably be hearing more about her or her books and our collaborative efforts together and future fixes.
So the first thing that I wanted we talked about this week in the mastermind was about your mission and your vision. And I think this is something that we all need to revisit from time to time and to bring up, like, go back to them and reread them, because when we write them initially, we're thinking, okay, where is my company going? Is my vision, and what is my company doing? Like, what is our current mission? Like, what does the day-to-day look like? And when we write those, when we first start our companies, or we're rebranding and we're writing them, they are a certain way. And then as we progress and we do new things and we have new opportunities come across, we change that stuff. And we don't really realize that we've changed it, but it's kind of shifted or morphed and moved. And so now our mission and vision still says what it said 5 years ago or 10 years ago, but our businesses have moved forward. Our lives have moved forward. Our thinking has moved in a different direction. And now that mission and vision may not reflect exactly where we're going and what we're doing. So I think it's very important to revisit that. And there are a couple of questions that I would say are important to answer when you're writing your mission and vision. And let's just take vision first, because it's kind of like that forward thinking. It's that future prospecting, that future goal. When you're writing your vision, it should be so simple, but also so global, like as far as you can possibly even reach. And so if you look at somebody like, Starbucks, for example, they have actually a really interesting vision statement. It's kind of, they call it their mission statement, but it's really more of a vision statement. And it kind of encompasses their mission statement because it, like, the last bit of it. And it basically says that they want to impact and change the world one cup of coffee and one coffee shop on every corner at a time kind of thing. So it's very, very interesting that they're using like this. We want to put a coffee shop on every corner, but then we also want to change the world one cup at a time. So they're using mission and vision and mixing them together because they have this really succinct way of doing it. But when you're looking at vision, they're saying the world, they're changing the world. That's their whole mission, that's their whole vision. That's what they're trying to do. That's their forward thinking goal. And they have Starbucks all over the world in different airports and different cities. And so you could even look at that they're accomplishing that vision. But that's so far reaching that some of us are thinking, okay, I'm just trying to get a client, I'm just trying to get one client, 2 clients would be nice. And so we're not even thinking that far, but with the way that the world has gone since the pandemic, it is global now. And we can use the word world without sounding like we don't, we have no way of knowing that we're even going to be able to accomplish that. We actually can accomplish that now. We can talk with people in Australia. We can have clients in New Zealand. We can talk to people in the UK and South America and Canada and all over the place. So using the world in your vision is not going to be too far-fetched anymore. It's definitely within reach. And we shouldn't let ourselves be play too small because we have this idea that if we say world, that means we have to go to all these countries or we have to be out there and travel and all these things. We can say world and actually accomplish and have our reach be that far. So that's kind of my take on vision. And to not let yourself play too small there. But the questions I ask for mission are focused on who are you, what do you do, and who are you sharing it with? If you can answer those 3 questions in your mission statement, that is really the essence of your entire brand. And then letting everything else fall into place behind who are you, what do you do, and who are you sharing it with? So look back at your mission and vision statement this weekend or over, this afternoon and really see, is it still serving you and really telling your clients and prospective collaborators and, people who are trying to book you for speaking, if they're looking at this mission and vision, are they able to look at it and go, I get what they're doing. They're on board, like they're aligned with us. Let's work together. Let's have them speak at our summit. Let's have them, let's collaborate with them. Let's send them our clients to help them with this piece that we don't do, whatever that is. But you want to make sure that mission and vision clearly states where you're going for the future and what your current mission is, your day-to-day. What does that look like? And this really does go back to values and giving people a sense of, if I know where we're going as a company and I can say this is the vision of the company, then I'm not going to attract people who are going to maybe derail me from that vision or not let me accomplish that vision because I've been pulled this direction or that direction where my vision is going the opposite direction. So look back at your mission and vision, ask yourself those 3 questions. And, if you have questions or comments about that, you can put them in the chat. We will be happy to comment back or answer your questions. Do you have anything on that or another topic you'd like to discuss?
Well, I would actually like to say this. Don't be afraid of change. I know a lot of times, like when you are looking to change the direction of your company a little bit, or you're looking to grow and move in a different direction, or your old vision, you've achieved it and it's time to move on from it, or it's just not enough anymore. A lot of times I've noticed that people tend to get disheartened at that time. They seem to think that it's like some kind of failure on their part, that I missed something or this is not working, so I have to change what I'm doing and therefore I failed at something. And the easy answer to that is no, you have not. You have not failed. What is going on is there is a shift. Things are changing and you're changing along with it.
Growth.
And that's what the growth.
Yeah.
And that's what successful people do. They don't just stay stuck in it, one thing, doing this the same way that I've done it for 20 years. And that's the way that we're going to do it, because then you end up stagnating, and stagnation leads to the ruin of you or your company.
Can I add something to that? You said 20 years. Like, I even think that sometimes I'll do something, I'll learn a new way, or I'll think, oh, this is a good way to do it. And then 10 minutes later, I'll find out that's not the way I should be doing it. And I'll have to change that. And that's kind of even more annoying, I think, because it's not like, well, I've been doing this for 20 years and it's worked so far, but now it's like, man, I just learned how to do this and now you're telling me it's wrong.
Right. And the whole thing is just don't be afraid of that.
Yeah.
It's not a failing on your part. It's not anything that is dire and is gonna, should make you upset or depressed or anything like that. Enjoy it. Okay. Laugh at it, laugh it off.
Yeah.
This isn't working. I thought it was good, but it doesn't work for me. And move on, because the whole thing that you're looking to do is strengthen and build your company. And the best way to do that is to learn and grow. And sometimes along the way, things might work for a while or they may not work at all. And the only failure would be if you just go, well, it doesn't work, but I'm going to keep doing it. So just that's really it. Do not be afraid of change. Change is good. If change needs to be changed, then you can do that too. And that's fine. And that's perfectly okay and acceptable. And it's a good reflection on you, not a poor one.
Yeah. And when we talk about like the mission and vision too, like it sounds so lofty. It sounds so, well, only big companies have those. Why do I need that? I'm just doing, like, I had a client, they only sold one thing, right? They said they had one product. It was $15 product. That was it. She did not care about mission and vision. She did not care about, she was just like, why do I need to go into all that if I just have one product? I make it from my house. I sell it. People like it. End of story. And it was interesting that she never was able to grow her business from one product, $15. Like, she didn't go beyond that. And there's some people who don't want to go beyond that. And that's, you got to choose that for yourself. But it just made me sad that there was so much more potential there. I saw so many more things that she could have done and could have utilized and helped other people with. And not just about herself and growing her business and making money and all that stuff. It was about the people she wasn't able to help because she didn't grow. So I think that, if she has, Obi-Wan is deciding that he likes to growl at the ducks. But if she had thought about her mission and vision and she had really given more credence to that, it would have helped her to grow. And not just, like I said, not just about making money, but about helping people that she was never able to impact or change for their lives in whatever way because she didn't grow. So that's something I was thinking of as well.
And I'd like to point out, you talked about Starbucks, and the same is true for Apple. I know it's been belabored to death, but remember, Apple started in a garage.
Yeah.
They didn't, become a giant company. They had to grow into a giant company. Same with Starbucks. They wanted to have a shop on every corner and change the world a cup at a time. Very catchy, everyone, it's, corporate, Starbucks is huge and it's everywhere. It started in Seattle. It wasn't huge and everywhere. It grew to be huge and everywhere. And that's why. They changed when they needed to change. They fixed things that needed to be fixed. And they had that goal, that mission, that vision statement that said, this is who we are. This is where we want to go. And they went there. And if they had to change things along the way to do it, they did. Mm-hmm. So if you're thinking that it's not, it's only for big companies, remember, giant companies started off as small 1, 2, 3-man operations and grew into giant companies.
I had a client this week. She sent me an email. She sent me several emails. And she was talking about all these great things she wanted to do. And all of these, like, I could do this, I could do this. And she just kind of was having that shiny syndrome where she was just pow, pow, pow. Everything was just everywhere. And she kept saying things like, I want to do this so I can make money so that I can do these other things over here that I need to do. And the things she was trying to accomplish were what I could see from my experience, from, having done things like this in the past. They were down the road. She wanted to skip ahead, skip some of the hard stuff she was trying to get through that cost money, that was, cost a lot of time, things like that. She couldn't even get through those things yet. She's working through them, right? Slowly. It's how she has to work, get through, go her pace, right? She wanted to skip ahead to something that I know that people who've been in business even 20 years haven't even got to yet because they're working at their pace, right? And she wanted to skip over there, grab that thing, drop it in, and now it's making money. And now she can do all those things that she's trying to get through. The first pieces, brand, website, getting everything together. and, doing social media, doing all this marketing stuff, getting her, courses together and all this stuff. She wanted to kind of like skip ahead, bring this other thing from the future over so that she could make money to finish the pieces that she has to start with. And so it was very interesting. I had to kind of talk her through that because it was like the pieces didn't have an order to her, but really they do. And that's where that mission and vision comes in. Is if this is our mission and vision, we have to walk the path. We have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't skip to 7, bring 7 back to number 1 and going, okay, 7, you make us some money so we can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I think that it's interesting that you were saying, like, you're starting small. Sometimes you start with nothing. And it's about how much drive do you have and how much does that mission and vision inspire you? Because it should inspire you as well. It should bring you that fire that says, okay, it's Friday. I might want to knock off in a couple hours here or an hour and just kind of chill the rest of the day. But I'm not. I'm going to write some blog posts. I'm going to go on Facebook and answer questions and comments, in groups. I'm going to go on a networking thing I'm going to search a networking thing. Is there anything networking in this afternoon? I'm going to go on Meetaway. I'm going to do something on AirMeet. Like, go out and like do something with people that mission and that vision has inspired you to go. The rest of this day is not an opportunity for me to take some time off and relax. And, I've been a little tired or whatever. It's not that opportunity right now. The opportunity is that mission and vision inspiring you to go, today is the time I have to make those things happen, to make my mission and vision come true and become the reality that I live. And for me, I've done a lot of that. I've been in business for 13 years. I've been doing this for 20. And so for me, I'm in a different stage where I'm saying, okay, I have worked my butt off this whole week and I am going to take Friday afternoon off. But if you're not in that stage, then that mission and vision needs to basically permeate everything about you and bring you to the point where you're like, I have to do this. It's like, it's compulsory because it's part of building something to where you can say Friday afternoons are mine. And now I get to take them off because I have done all that work. I have put in all that effort and I'm reaping those benefits and those rewards from all that. So.
Well said.
Thank you. Anybody?
Our guest host agrees too.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. How are you?
Oh, are you?
Did you crash the party? Why did you crash our party?
Is it because you wanted to guest host?
Oh.
Are you the guest?
Did you say hi?
Did you say hi to the people? Oh, hello.
He's so funny. You're wearing the black shirt, so you can barely see him. He's like. That's Obi-Wan, by the way.
He has white on his chin, though, just like me.
Yeah, hey, this is Obi-Wan. He is extremely sleepy, as you can see, but he wants a lap. We have a lap dog. So anyway, I think that's all for today's fix. Unless anybody has any questions, we're happy to answer questions. Like I said, you can put comments, questions in the section wherever you're watching us from, and we will comment back to you or reply. Yeah, anything else? Do you have anything else on mission vision?
I do not. The only thing that I would like to say is it's been a long week. You've worked hard. Have a good weekend.
Yes.
Enjoy, relax, do some.
Finish today strong, right? Finish today strong.
Finish today strong over the weekend. If you have to do some yard work or whatever, do it. But take some time for yourself.
Yeah.
Make sure you relax a little bit and get your energy back so that when you come in on Monday, you can be fired up and strong and happy and excited that the week is here and the work that you have going forward.
Yep. And write down your new mission and vision. If you've redone it or if you've adjusted it, write it down, and put it somewhere where you can see it. So for me, I look across here and there's like a wall right above my computer. And, got it like put little plaques up there, but little piece of paper, a little note card. And so whenever I look above my computer, I can see it like right there. So yeah, find a place where you can see it on a regular basis. Maybe put it on your office door as you walk in each time. You see it every time you walk in the door, you read it. Maybe put it on your microwave, because I go to the microwave a lot. And tape it to the front of the microwave and say, this is my mission and vision. Put it somewhere where you're going to see it again and again and again throughout the day. Especially working from home, it's hard. You're not in an office where you might not be in an office where you can, be with other people and you can, do a game and repeat it back to them or whatnot. But like, have it somewhere where you're going to see it and not ignore it. And maybe move it around a little bit. Put it in your office above your computer. Then put it, on your office door, and then put it on the microwave. Like, move it so that it doesn't become too familiar. And I think that's something that the last thing I'll say is that when we're in business for ourselves, things become really familiar. Where we put something becomes really familiar. Where we, what we do on a daily basis and how we explain things becomes very familiar. And we forget that if, familiarity can also basically breed contentment or complacency in a way. And so if I see something, I've done these challenges where you memorize a quote or a verse or something like that. And, I will put it on my mirror. I'll put it somewhere I see it every day. Then I'll forget it's there because my brain doesn't comprehend it when I see it, because it's just there all the time. It's been there for weeks, right? So that's why I say put it somewhere so you can see it, but then move it around so it doesn't become rote. You don't become complacent that, oh yeah, that's just my logo. That's just my mission vision. That's just whatever. So it becomes something that you actually, oh, that's right. I need to remember to read this, or, and really embody that as you go throughout your day.
And believe in it.
Yes. So thank you for watching, and we hope that this has been helpful to you. Next week, we are going to be coming to you from the office because we're not leaving yet. I'll tell you when. Don't worry, I'll tell you when. And hopefully we're going to be talking about our second week of our mastermind that we're going to be working on, creating stunning visuals that people actually notice. And we'll talk about book covers as well, to kind of catch people's eye, because everyone knows you judge a book by its cover. So you might as well just have a fancy
don't let
one.
People lie to you otherwise.
That's right. You do it. Yeah.
The first thing that you do if you see a good book cover, a nice looking one, is you pick it up to see what it's about.
Right.
If you see one that's awful, but it's a literary masterpiece,
that's not even matter. So we'll talk about that next week, visuals and book covers. And so join us then. We are on every Friday. The Friday Fix is every Friday, somewhere between 10 and 11, 12-ish. When we have calls, we just have to roll with it. Things happen. That we're glad that you were here with us today. And hopefully if you're catching the replay, let us know in the comments, and we will